You're now tuned into another special episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. I'm your brother O God from Hip Hop News Uncensored. Sitting across from me is my co-host.
What up, y'all? It's your man Sam and Bible. Hip Hop News. Like my cousin said, man, you're in the building of another edition of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. We got a special guest in the building, a return guest on the podcast. We got our man JoJo Capone in the building. How you doing today, family?
Mike. Thanks, y'all, for having me again.
Nah, man, the pleasure's ours like it was before. It is again. We appreciate you on the podcast, man. Definitely, especially right now, it's a lot going on in the world of hip hop, man. It's a lot going on out here. Obviously, if you are a fan of hip hop, as you know, a lot of people are talking.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot going on. Now, the backstory of all this, let's just get right to it, man. I don't know if you saw our interview with Faison Love, but in that interview, having a good interview, and he kept referencing Dave East, called him a fake Crip. Had some dialogue that had a lot of conversation once we dropped that conversation. First and foremost, did you see that interview and what did you think about what Faison said?
I didn't see it.
Okay, so in that interview, I think we were originally talking about Cat Williams and he kept calling Dave East Corn East. And we were laughing and joking because he's a comedian. He was doing this thing. And then asked him, all right, what's your problem with Dave? Like, for real, what's your problem with Dave East? And he said that you see a lot of these rappers out here claiming sets and claiming to be gangs and things like that to get into the game and claim this persona, that isn't really their own. And then he went on to talk about how he couldn't believe how MC8 had stamped him, being how real MC8 was, and the song that they did together being corny as fuck. This is what kind of started everything that you see out here right now. So first off, what do you think about what he said about Dave East in particular, if you know anything about Dave East? And then what do you think about just the context of what he was talking about, rappers putting on fake personas, in particular gang members?
Right. Well, I don't know Dave East. I never met him, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really, see, that's the thing. So I'm glad we even brung this up, you know what I'm saying? I don't speak on people in situations of things that I don't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying? It's easy when somebody getting interviewed to say next question or just say no comment or they don't know. So the good thing about you guys podcast, how many subscribers do you all have?
Collectively, probably about 1 million now.
So that's a legitimate podcast, right? So you have up and coming podcasters. I'm not eluding what's being talked about. I'm just personally having a conversation with some guys that's hopefully y'all not clickbaiters, you know what I'm saying? Because of course, anything I say, they ready to stick it on the refrigerator. He said they're not clickbaiters and they clickbait in they comment. In they title post. So I always had a thing with that because like I say, the only people I ever done interviews with was M-Rec and Doggy Diamonds. So like I used to say, when I first got hip to people doing clickbait and stuff like that, I instantly made sure I made both of them aware to never do that when it comes to my interview, because my name hold its own weight. I don't need no clickbait title. I don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure me coming from the DVD era, the CD era, then we have to morph off into the internet era, to where now we have podcasts. So for myself, having DVD magazines, I have to change with the times. You know what I'm saying? So when I get interviewed, whether I'm managing some artists, consulting some artists or something, is really the only reason I do the interviews. You know what I'm saying? So throughout years, you build bonds with people and relationships with people. So in my case, it's a guy that I'm considering them like trolls. So you have to not even say media training, but it's just common sense. Like if I never met a guy, you know what I'm saying, never had no dialogue with the guys or nothing, and they wake up and they post about you 50 times, that's clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we consider clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys get upset because I do pick and choose which interviews that I do. That's my choice. When I have my interviews with y'all, you know what I'm saying, I enjoy the conversation we have, the topics, whatever we speaking about, which is why y'all able to get me on here again. You see what I'm saying? And all I ask anybody that I ever done an interview with was just respect my wish to just don't put me in no clickbait situations. I don't do none of that. That's fake to me. I'm a realist. I'm a stand-up dude. Ain't no smut on my name. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no local joker. I'm a global gangster. You know, and I'm dealing with people that's behind their keyboards in their mama basement and all that just want to think they can antagonize me, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But I'm gonna keep it 100. I never went through that, so I'm not gonna say that. I never been trolled and all that. I never dealt with that. You know what I'm saying? I think probably one time we found the IP address, pulled up. I'm sorry, I apologize, I didn't mean it. So I said, you know what? That'll teach him not to play with nobody else. You see what I'm saying? So and then that'll teach me too that, you know what I'm saying, I could have just, see, I'm not the turn the other cheek guy. So that's my issue. I'm not the turn the other cheek guy. I address any situation, minor or major, head on, because that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So you wake up in the morning, you can see, because you know everything is times now. Everything got a time on it. So you see 5 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, a dude is having a sucker stroke. He got my name. He posting about me on his Instagram page because his YouTube page is struggling. You see what I'm saying? Like his YouTube page is struggling. Now you guys bring guys content. You guys bring people what you call that? You guys bring people content. So when it's a blogger or a YouTuber who content is struggling and he don't got nothing to speak about, they lose their mind because they want the fame so bad. You know what I'm saying? They want the fame so bad, so they sit back. They like predators. You know what I'm saying? They sit back and see what's trending so they can jump in and speak on it. For me, I'm a motivational speaker and I'm a life coach. So my things that I do is different. I'm speaking up to the kids. I'm using real examples, you know, of telling them how not to go this route. If it's people that they see that they glorify the streets, I'm telling them, hey, don't glorify the streets. You know what I'm saying? That was a condition that we was raised in, and we want to let our children know to don't follow our footsteps, do better than us. So in a situation like that, because I know you will want to get to the point of the whole Faison thing, which I know you brought up, you know what I'm saying? And it's really about this book.
Yes, sir.
You know, my brother, Free Nate Hill. You know what I'm saying? Free Nate Hill. And this his book, Changes, Story of a Chicago Kingpin. I bought the book. The publishing company didn't send me the book. I didn't publish the book or none of that. So I'm reading the book like an average reader. That's just like now. I told y'all, and I wish y'all had an assistant or something in there that can go on Amazon, pull the book up, go to page 409 and read it and see what you see.
I read it yesterday.
So you see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
everybody say black and white, black and white. The book is in black and white. This is a story, a true story, a documentary about my brother and his case. So yesterday, well, one of them days I posted the docket number on the case, right? So now I see a clown that my family don't deal with. We don't rock with this dude at all. And I personally don't even know the dude. He clout chasing. He done sent me some 10 paragraphs about, oh, Nate a changed man. Homie, this is my brother, man. Nate don't even know you. This is my brother. I talk to him all the time, whether it's on the email or whatever. He calling me Wednesday. So I'm going to have to find a way to record the message, and then I'm going to do another interview. You see what I'm saying? With his footage, once you hear from his mouth that this man testified.
Wow.
In his trial. Like, it's in the book. They act like, bro, I'm just saying, keep it 100, y'all. If you see a documentary, if you see a book like this, of what it says and what it do, this is public information, bro. It's public information. So at the end of the day, I put the docket number up there. Now I'm going to put Rodney Ellis, which is our cousin. I'm going to put Rodney docket number up there as well. When you finna see Rodney Ellis docket number, it's going to break all that down. that he was in the courtroom testifying. What he said he didn't do. Overall, it's Nate's case. The whole case is Nate's case.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So so I put it out there. I read it. I say, damn, 409. So everybody I ain't gonna say everybody, but a few people like, man, well, this your brother. This case happened because he want to lie and say 25 years ago, whatever. So you trying to make an excuse. I don't care if it was 50 years ago. You testified against bro. You testified against the case. You didn't testify for the case. That makes you a rat. Period. You can plead the fifth. You have the right to remain silent, man. So my conversation is to these youth and these kids. The first thing they say, you have the right to remain silent because anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Period.
Now,
that's reading your Miranda rights. So since you read the book, while we going live, what do you got the book with you?
I don't have it. I actually seen your video when you was going through the book and you showed it and you read it out loud.
See, and I'm tired of it keep being on me. I want other people to read the book and read what I read and read what I spoke on the live. And I would do it again. I ain't tripping. I'm gonna go right here to 409. See, because when I was looking, I did see, like, for some odd reason, it was looking kind of blurry or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what was going on. So even like right now, I'm not gonna know. See, this is y'all so far back, and I got two screens, so I don't even know which screen to put it on.
I mean, it's in the book. You know, if you read it out the book, we believe you. You know.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right here. Okay, I'm gonna go right here. I would not beg and plead for my life. I had been in segregation for over a year now. The trial date was set for March of 1999. As the days passed, I studied the transcripts of the prior trials. It was here where I learned the craft of cross-examination. In the government's discovery was MC8's grand jury testimony and his trial testimony against my cousin Rodney Ellis. I found it very funny that he could rap all the gangster shit to the world, but then get on the witness stand. MC8 had told the grand jury that I had given him $100,000 for his role in the movie Reasons. The government had also spoken to Lisa Ray, but she kept it official. She had more balls than MC8. Now what's the you feel me? Like, what's the problem? I'm not the publisher. This my brother's testimony. This his book. This his documentary. This about him. This ain't got nothing to do. This his stuff. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So ain't just upset because it's people that, you know, like they say, what goes on in the dark gonna come to the light. And you know the saying that your past can one day haunt you. And this is what happened. His past came back to haunt him.
Now,
why he
son? You talked to a son. I seen that too. Nate Hill's son.
Yeah, I put my nephew on there. You know what I'm saying? Right. And see what they don't understand. Even my niece, one of his daughters, she like a lawyer, paralegal. So she gonna pull it, all of it. So what I'm finna do now, I'm gonna post Rodney document. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna post Rodney docket number. And what I just read from the cross-examination when Rodney was in the trial, that's what you reading that from. Overall, it's Nate's case. It's his case. He's the big dog. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And as you see and read what he just said, those are his words. So I don't understand how nobody can get upset at me for reading a book and explaining to y'all what's in the book for those that ain't read it or whatever. I was only in the process to have I got the life rights, the life rights to the story, along with my nieces and nephews to put a movie together and a TV series together. I'm not on no book tour. How I'm gonna be on the book tour and it's his book? He gotta, you see what I'm saying? Now we can work in his behalf because of course he's fighting life. So my main concern is for him to get home. I'm out here working with these activists, you know what I'm saying? And city officials to help, you know what I'm saying, with the prison reform, First Step Act to help try so bro can come home. You see what I'm saying? So that's where we at with it now. Like we hoping he come on out the door. This wasn't about no beefing. This wasn't about nothing with no gang banging. This ain't had nothing to do with all this that they illusions that they putting around the fact that this man testified. The only I done just what I done right now. Read that publicly.
Now Nate Hill's son, did he confirm that he's seen MC8 at trial pointing people out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I did see that on Instagram.
And something that 8 posted, because my other nephew David, he just called, and Dave was like, he said I'm in his comments on something, telling him, don't you see my name, David Hill? I'm telling you that everything that Unc saying is 100% true. He's saying that in all the comments, but I don't know if it was on a YouTube link. I don't know if it was on 8 Facebook, on 8 Instagram under his comments. I don't know where it was, but he like, don't y'all see my name? My name say David Hill, man. I'm telling you that everything. So look, now this David doing that, I didn't even know David had done that. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I posted Nate docket number. I'm gonna post Rodney docket number. And all what you just read in that book is what you gonna see. So now I'm gonna see what they say then. Not only that, Nate gonna call me Wednesday. So I gotta film that, him admitting, saying this, telling his story. What they gonna do then, bro? That's all. Like what they gonna do then? What they gonna do? You feel me? Come on, man. Like they act like I just woke up out of nowhere and spoke on this man's name. That ain't what happened. I'm just so happy I'm going live. I'm just so happy reading the book. Like I said, I listen to the music. I wore khakis.
Right.
You feel me? So I don't have no personal gripes or nothing with him. But what wound up happening was, the partners over at Gangster Chronicles, I did an interview on Gangster Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? And the talk was we gonna do
interview.
No, we gonna do a Gangster Chronicles Midwest.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, cool. So now within that, it's like we're gonna do a Gangster Chronicles Midwest, and it came to my attention that, hey, and we gonna pull MC8 on. And I say, no, the fuck you not with me on it. You see what I'm saying? He a rat.
Damn.
That's how it happened. So that's exactly how it happened. And I sent them the book. I sent them the page to read in their own words. Of course, on Instagram and your text message, you can see once the person read it.
Yeah.
But it was they had done, probably shot their pilot. They probably already shot their photo shoot. So it's like, damn, man. You see what I'm saying? So I can understand that's just like y'all doing y'all podcast and you like, we gonna get an office in downtown. So y'all shoot a video, y'all shoot a photo shoot and all that. And then somebody call you and be like, man, yo, bro, man, he ain't right. He testified. You in too deep. You like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? So now is you gonna continue to work with this rat on something that's called the Gangsters Chronicle? Like, what is we doing here? So change the name or something. You know what I'm saying? Change the name, bro. Change the name.
Now, did you hear